Hi, guys. Thanks for joining me again in my home techno gym. Please subscribe below to this channel, Inspire Creatives. And if you really like this video, show me some love and like it. Today is June 10th, 2020, the day after the primaries in the state of Georgia. And yeah, we made national news again. Yeah, and the headlines were centered around suppressing the vote in Black communities. We must do better, Georgia. It appears that we are going to have a runoff in Fulton County. Hopefully, all of the issues and excuses that contributed to yesterday's election not being as smooth as one would have hoped for will be eliminated by our runoffs so that we can definitely have a smooth election process in November. All right, I don't want any more stuff from you, Georgia, when it comes to elections. Let's get it right. In additional news, George Floyd's brother, Philonise Floyd, testified at the U.S. Capitol Hill concerning police reform the day after his brother's funeral. Then he took to the streets of D.C. to join protesters in marching. If he can do all of that during his time of bereavement, certainly we can do our part to keep the movement moving by voting. And speaking of keeping the movement moving, NASCAR is banning Confederate flags from their events, while Donald Trump still does not see the need to remove Confederate soldiers' names from military bases. Go figure. HBO Max is pulling Gone with the Wind until it can find a way to put it into historical context. Okay. I was wondering, HBO Max is a relatively new streaming service, right? Yeah, it is. I wonder what would have happened if they pulled Gone with the Wind, not mentioned it at all, if anyone would have noticed that it was gone or that it was ever up there in the first place. But I guess if they did it that way without saying a word, we wouldn't be discussing it today, and there wouldn't be a controversy. Okay, I get it. All right. Speaking of controversy, there's been a lot of discussion around the actions of congressmen wearing kente stoles and taking a knee prior to introducing legislation around police reform, as well as conversations about the actions of Mayor Bowser approving to paint a Black Lives Matter mural on what used to be Pennsylvania Avenue and renaming Pennsylvania Avenue to Black Lives Matter Plaza. Give me your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think those actions were performative? Or do you think that they were a step in the right direction and bringing awareness to Black Lives Matter? Interested in hearing your thoughts. Please put your comments below. All right, let's go ahead and transition to Jump for Justice. Jump for Justice is a challenge that I created where I will complete at least 1,000 jumps by noon in the month of June. And after I complete those jumps, I'm also jumping 57 additional times in awareness of Black lives that have been killed due to hate and or police brutality. So let's go ahead and go to the Smart Rope dashboard and get started with our Jumps for Justice. All right, guys, I'm at the Smart Rope dashboard where my basic count is at 0%, but no worries there because that percentage is going to climb. By the time I finish today, I'm going to be close to 200%. That's right. How am I going to get there? By completing 4 interval trainings. Why 4? Because currently my history count is at 8,462, and I want to be somewhere close to, or let me take that back, I want to be a little over 10,000 jumps because today is June 10th. Now, let me tell you about those interval trainings that I'm going to do to increase this number so that we're back on track. I'm going to do 2 intervals where I do 4 sets of 50. Then my third interval is going to be 4 sets of 100. My last interval will be 4 sets of 200. That's right, increasing the intensity, making up for lost time. So you can take a break. And I took one and I feel good about it. But when I come back from taking a break, I have to be ready to jump to the max. All right, guys, let's get to jumping for justice. Oh, let me not forget. After I finish those 4 intervals, then I'm going to complete my 57 jumps in awareness of Black Lives Matter. For those 57 lives that have been slain due to hate and or police brutality during the time span of 2012 to present. And these are lives that have been publicized that I am aware of. I'm pretty sure that there are more lives that have been slain that just didn't get the nationwide publicity, but this is in recognition of those 57 that I am aware of. All right, now let's get to jumping. All right, we did it. Just as I told you we would. We exceeded 100%. Our in percentage is 165%. And we did that by jumping 1,657 jumps. Started it off with a warm up of 4 sets of 50. Then increased the intensity just a little, 4 sets of 100. The next interval was our max intensity of 4 sets of 200. Then it was time for the cool down with 4 sets of 50 and concluded today's workout with 57 jumps for justice and awareness of Black lives that have been slain due to hate and or police brutality. All right, guys, if you have not subscribed to the Inspire Creatives channel already, when you see a picture of my face appear on the screen, please give me a kiss by clicking it, and that will get you subscribed. I hope that you have been inspired to create a better you. I hope that you've been inspired to create a better world. And I also hope that you've been inspired to love more and to heal more. I will pray that you continue to be blessed and a blessing to others. Ta-ta for now.